30. Let's do the pledge and get rolling. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, good afternoon, evening, everyone. We will begin with personal appearances. Are there any personal appearances today? Personal appearances. Seeing none, let's move to the meeting minutes. Looking for an action on the January 21st normal meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
A motion?
Second.
Second. Take your choice, Callan. Any discussion or questions on the minutes? Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right. We have bills for $1,059,113.94.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills in the amount presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any question on the bills? Question, discussion? If not, Callan, you can call the roll.
Hubda.
Yes.
Hammer.
Yes.
Kirkhammer.
Yes.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Olson.
Yes. Salaries for $332,218.47.
I'll make a motion to approve the salaries in the set amount.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions on the salaries? Discussion? All right. Callan, you can call the roll again.
Hubda.
Yes.
Hammer.
Yes.
Kirkhammer.
Yes.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Olson.
Yes. Anything you'd like to point out? It was unexpected that you'd be here today, so.
Yeah. I think the only thing I'll add is that I have our 2024 audit scheduled for end of June, so they'll be doing all the field work during then and then compiling the annual report after that. So that's all I have. Answer any questions.
All right. Any questions for Callan? All right. Thanks, Callan. We can roll into department reports and Jared.
All right, Park Board President, Commissioners, just a couple things off my submitted report. Looking for board action on a bid we opened on February 13th for Service Valley Golf Course triplex mowers. We had two company submissions from MTI and Toro, and then the other one was Van Wall John Deere. MTI and Toro exceeded or met specifications, came in under budget, so we would recommend accepting MTI Toro 3100D Sidewinder unit price of $47,613.77 at 2 units for a price of $95,227.55 with 5 annual payments of $16,581.59 annually for 2 units.
All right. Thanks, Jared. Any questions or any action that anyone wants
Well,
to-
as specified and under budget, that's pretty good. I'll move to accept the bid from MTI as presented.
Okay, we have a motion.
I'll second it.
Second. Any discussion? So the numbers came in, or you
They-
like them?
Yeah, they came in a little bit under what we budgeted for an annual payment, so that was nice to see.
Perfect. Okay, no other questions? If not,
What's the delivery on these then?
End of April, first part of May.
Oh, really? That quick?
Yep.
Oh, good.
all right. Seeing no other questions, Callan, you can call the roll.
Hubda.
Yes.
Hammer.
Yes.
Kirkhammer.
Yes.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
And then 2 other updates. We had budgeted horticulture, a 3/4 ton truck to use for our big water tank. We did purchase a 2024 used Chevy 3/4 ton long box with 3 other comparables. It came in, we picked this one under budget at $42,000. And then the next item we had quotes on was Oak Park UTV, two companies from there, MTI and Gooseneck. MTI Toro, their Workman MDX came in with specifications and under budget again at $16,648.86.
We don't have to do anything with those because they're
No,
under 50,
because they are in our guidelines to approve internally,
but they were under budget.
but they were both under budget. And again, answer any questions at this time.
Anything from Jared's report? All right. Thanks, Jared. Let's go to the golf course and Mr. Kotzik.
I got all the golf carts in, got to put away.
Microphone? Oh, you need the microphone.
We can hear you, but the people of America
public,
can.
please make sure it's on. Green button.
We got our new golf carts in and got them put away. They look really nice. And Madeline, she's going to make some stickers for the front with our logo on it. And at our foreman's meeting this morning, Bob said he's ready to pass the baton to V for the springtime because he's had a long winter. So he's, yeah. So excited to get going. It's we don't have a lot of snow. I'm still optimistic we could open up. What do you think, March 15th, Cammy?
You want that in
all
form
I've
of
got.
a motion? Cool. Any questions for Steve? It's gonna be in the 40s next week. It could go fast.
saw.
You know, what the heck? All right, Cammy, you wanna?
I have nothing else to really add to my report. Chase is going to start back out at the golf course full time on Monday, and we'll get ready for the season when we open.
Any questions for Cammy? All right, let's go to Logan.
The only thing I have to add to our report is we are just about done with our AZA application, so that should be submitted either tomorrow or Thursday.
And that it takes a while, right? It's a few month process to go through it, at least.
Yeah, so that'll be a few months. Expected would be probably May, June for our inspection. And then once that inspection is done, then we look forward to the hearing in September.
Any questions for Logan? All right. Bob?
A couple things since I was unable to be here in January. I don't think I made this comment, but the USA sled team had to move their date from August to September for some scheduling issues. So we do have them coming still for their Olympic team training camp. It'll be September 10th through the 14th now, which is pancake breakfast. We had to alter our Pepsi rink schedule a little bit, but I think we're going to make it work so everything can take place at the Mesa and still have them here. And then when I was in Nashville for our USA Hockey Winter Meetings, Dan approached me and asked about doing a sled development team camp May 8th through the 10th of this year. And so it looks like they'll be coming in May as well. So they do not need the boards for the May event. It's just going to be their development team training camp. So he said we don't need the boards like they do in September. So we'll just have them on a normal ice sheet for that weekend. That's exciting that we're getting them twice in the same year. So obviously we're doing good things to have them want to come back. It also helps with the coaching staffs from Botno. So it helps with their costs as well. So those are 2 date changes and 1 new date change. And then obviously we have West Region High School starting on Thursday, and then the Junior Gold and 19U State North Dakota Amateur Hockey Tournament here the next weekend, and then the big PWAA, PWA, and Squirt B tournament March 7, 8, 9. So three big weekends, catch our breath, ice show, and then we are going to have Steve start at the golf course. And that'll take a few month break. Other than that, any questions, I will entertain them at this time.
Thanks, Bob. Anything for Bob?
Thank you.
All right. Eric, maintenance.
The only thing I have to add to my report is we are starting to remove snow from the Corbett Field. Forestry actually started today, helping out, and we're going to continue to work on it here in the rest of this week and the coming weeks as long as it takes, I guess, so we can get ready for some spring baseball training and everything out there on Corbett Field.
It started at Corbett, but we'd also do it at the Shields complex as well, right?
Yes, we will get to that one after Corbett Field.
Nice. Any questions for Eric? All right, horticulture, Shannon.
I don't have anything new to report, but I would answer any questions should you have any.
For Shannon? All right. Thanks, Shannon. Troy? Forestry.
The only thing I have is that we have our Tree City USA signs. They're pretty nice, good size signs, 2 foot by 3 feet. Handed those over to Stefan over at the traffic department, and he's going to get those placed at the entrances of the city. So this will be 4 of them. So thinking 83 south and north, and then Highway 2 east and west. So look forward to getting them up and seeing those when we come into the Minot. So.
Nice. Anything for Troy? All right. Recreation odd. Tom?
Just let you know that the Know Your Faith competition went well. That was the Catholic school trivia contest. And then girls district just finished up Saturday. And then we start boys district with play-in to the district on Friday. And then the following week, it all kind of starts up. We'll be busy with basketball for 2 weeks.
Heard good things on the Know Your Faith. Connected Bishop Ryan. It was cool to have it in Minot. Looked pretty active. And they have like a Tesla in there or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool. That was good. Any questions for Tom?
They were trying to get a DeLorean. At first, they were going to get the DeLorean for Back to the Future because that was kind of the theme.
Tougher. Ann and recreation?
We're just kind of finishing up our winter programs the last couple weeks, and we've got all our dates set for our summer programs and special events and stuff. So Maddie's going to be putting together the spring and summer guide. We hope to have that out either by the end of March or beginning of April.
Minot Public still let us.
Yep, so far so good on that. Yeah, they've been good the last quite a few years actually.
Bishop Ryan and our Redeemers let us do that?
Yep. Ned Rose, South Prairie.
Good call. Any questions of Ann? All right. Tennis, Mark?
One thing I'd add, I think we're kind of firing on all cylinders at Cam Indoor in terms of more play, and also in terms of pickleball and tennis. It's be challenging, but really great the last 3 or 4 months. Other thing, our staff, we have a small staff. They really kind of did teamwork and helping each other out with a tight schedule. The broken 17. So our staff really got up.
All right. Any questions of Mark? All right. If not, thanks much everyone for being here and putting all that together. Let's go to new business. And cross-country ski trails is number 1.
All right. Park Board President Commissioners. We requested of the city to add a piece of land north of the library across from the old Lincoln School for cross-country ski trails. So it's on the it'd be on the east side of 6th. So again, they were able to. They added that. They just had to amend the original adopt-a-lot agreement for that, which was no problem. So we'll be down grooming that area also. So that'll just add to Moose Park area. They did groom some trails out at Surf Valley Golf Course as well. So now we'll have 3 with Oak Park, 4 locations, within town here for cross country skiing. So that happened. The other item I have is All Seasons Arena. We're going to be proposing to the All Seasons Arena board on February 26th to utilize their old skate rental room because we're going to try to be able to do public skatings out there in the 25-26 season. We've done things out there before, but we've had no room for our attendant to collect fees or hand out equipment or anything like that. So on the 26th, we'll go to ASA board and ask for permission to use their old skate rental room. If that is granted, we'll have discussions on how we want to utilize rental skates out there. We would be looking to probably purchase rental skates to keep out there for the winter season, because with the Mesa's schedule on the weekends, there's just very limited public times on Saturdays like we used to have out there. I think working with the youth hockey program, we could get a pretty consistent time on the weekends out there for public skate, and then also have them at the Mesa when time allows on Saturdays. So that's kind of the one piece of information there. And then we are at the end of our 3-year existing ice agreement with the All Seasons Arena. In discussions with them, they did kind of lay out a proposed 5-year contract with rates. We have not done a 5-year agreement in the past. We have done typically 3-year agreements. There was 1 year or one set we did a 3-year with an option for 2. So we'll have a few more discussions on that and bring that back to the board. But they have laid out what our ice rates would be for the 5 years. So I would feel comfortable with a 3-year, with a 2-year option, or just a 5-year. But we haven't had a real internal discussion yet about that. So, but we'll bring that back to you guys when we have a little more discussion on it.
You'd anticipate that's probably next meeting, or just something we have to have set before the next season, I suppose?
Yeah, we would want a Parker president. I would say within the next couple board meetings. We just got the contract last week when we met out there on a couple things.
Excellent. Any questions for Jared on our new business items? We don't need to take any action on anything, obviously.
Nope, just updates.
Okay. Flying right along. The old business, the flood control updates, which you were giving.
Yeah, Park Board President Commissioners, Ryan was unable to be here tonight with other engagements. So just kind of an overview. The MI6 park construction, which is over by the bathhouse going towards downtown, they're on winter suspension right now. And again, I assume they'll be back ready to go as soon as the spring construction season begins. This is now related to MI7. Wagner Construction has placed the riprap along the river from pedestrian bridge near the pickleball courts south to the zoo perimeter. The remainder of the riprap work is planned for this winter, is on hold until some of the other pieces are completed. Mainly looking at some temporary perimeter fence for the zoo. I don't know if we can pull up that video to kind of see where some of this. Gotta get my bearings where we're at. Okay, coming in off Central. So he said that the riprap will be about the 1 minute mark. We can just keep it rolling, Callan. Yeah, the 2 consolidation piles. Again, coming around by the skate park. And they'll be demoing the train garage. There's the other consolidation pile by the restrooms. You can just, looks totally different now without the riverbank and all that coming in. There's a pedestrian bridge. Now you can see the riprap that started at the pedestrian bridge going across to the island. And then that'll all the way to the zoo. Basically the bear gate at the zoo. And as we get in now, you can see that the consolidation pile has been placed, and that is mainly for, I'm going to pause that 1 second, Callan, so make sure I'm going through Ryan's notes. Again, Discovery Barn was relocated in its new location. Again, the contractors are working on improvements to get the building ready for us to take it over in the spring. Again, as the You can see the Discovery barn there. Also, we talked about the pre-consolidation pile right by the bear gate. That pile will remain in place till late spring, and that is to compress the soil in that area for the new pedestrian ramp that will travel from the existing zoo over the box culvert, railroad box culvert underpass into the new part of the main lawn zoo in the future. So that's for kind of critical infrastructure there. You can keep rolling, and I'll kind of talk as it's rolling. One thing that we're working on right now is the placement of a temporary perimeter fence through the zoo, which kind of runs that line by the concessions and into past the bridge across to the north side. So we're working through that with them right now, just to see the layout in that, because they need to get that in so they can start doing more tree removals by the April 1st deadline, so it does not interfere with the northern long-eared bat. So right now there's going to be quite a bit of coordination in the next 2 weeks to get the perimeter fence up, because there's a few items that we need to make sure are accessible for staff, and our outreach barn to make sure that's on the zoo side of the fence, not on the outside of the fence. So Logan and I will be working with Ackerman and Surface River Joint Board to make sure that can all happen. I'm going to try to answer any questions on flood protection at this time.
Come up with some good questions. Stump
Yeah, I guess not really a question, but more of a comment. I drove through there yesterday, and I don't know what it's going to be like this summer, but it's a mess right now, and there was nobody working, and I drove through there earlier a few months ago, probably a month ago, when Wagner was doing quite a bit of work on that riprap, and if you're not paying attention, you can get yourself into a pickle pretty easy. So I don't know, this summer, of having that park open and having those pickleball courts and the pool, I guess I have some concerns on people getting in the wrong spot where they shouldn't be at, or being somewhere in a contract, or getting somewhere they're not supposed to be, and those other things. So I have faith in Ackerman, Ryan being on top of it, but I think it's something we need to keep in mind, and may have to make some tough decisions as we go along, just for safety.
My comment on that is it has been hectic. And this is it's only been a fraction of what it's going to be like when the full-on construction comes. I think they'll do the best job they can to delineate construction versus pedestrian, but we'll have to have some hard conversations as it gets a little bit closer, once they get some of these, the construction fence up and some of that to really look at it. But it's going to be extremely hectic there over the summer season. Yeah. But it's hard to visualize without some of the barriers up and things like that. So I think once that starts, and we'll get a taste of it early spring, when full construction season starts this spring, we'll have a taste of what it's going to be like a little more. So,
and when are we starting the pool project? Is that fall?
Yeah, we'll start that after Soggy Doggy. After Soggy Doggy Days, September, I think it's 6th, something like that. No, 2nd. September 2nd. I'll start on that.
Current plan is to have the pool open
as of right now. It's normal, right? So we're starting to meet this week on pool operations and things like that, because we have already Anna's already scheduled lifeguard trainings and things like that. So we're in motion right now to have the pool open, but we'll see.
Ryan kind of talked about trying to, put that fencing up, as close as it can be, right, to the building, to allow the people to kind of go around there and get out both sides. Yeah. You're right, it's going to be tight. Parking's definitely going to be tight. Yeah. But, yeah, I guess wait and see, right? Any other questions or comments? All right, takes care of old business. We have nothing under other business unless anyone has anything, which I don't think so. Let's go to the alcohol permits for January.
I'll make a motion to approve the alcohol permits.
Second.
Motion and a second on the permits. Any discussion? Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, Ellie caught what pretty much everyone has gotten, I think, right now, so she's out. Do you
Yep.
have anything?
Yep, Park Board President, Commissioners, I just got a few little updates from Ellie. It's a director's report. Again, working on the ballot measure presentation. As of right now, she has scheduled 47 presentations, completed 13, and is continuing to reach out and schedule others as she can. Again, she's been working on the communications on the ballot measure with various groups. Following the legislative session with NDRPA and working with their representatives and tracking a few of the bills. So everything is kind of up in the air right now. And then internally, we've been working with on facility and summer sponsorships with the executive team and event and programming staff to get that rolled out for summer sponsorships and facility sponsorships. And then we've been working on updating an agreement with GMZS to work on a clearer definition on paper for both organizations with the same goal in mind. And that right now is just still in a working document, going back and forth with how that should lay out. And that's the director's report.
All right. Thanks for helping, Jared. Appreciate it. We can go to commissioners' reports. And Commissioner Schmidt, start on your end today.
I got nothing really right now. Just been meeting with a couple individuals about the ballot major coming up, the sales tax, and kind of on my own meeting with them and talking, discussing with that. And seems the responses I get seem to be positive on that. Once you ask the questions of the individuals, it seems to be positive, and so just keep moving forward on that.
Thanks, Commissioner Kirkhammer.
I just wanted to say it's been so cold out, and all the events that I've seen going on have just really impressed me. The Zoo Year's Eve, I can't remember, it was like a National Ice Cream Day event. There was another one that caught my eye, I can't remember now. Oh, the birthday party for the Fun Zone. So I was just wanted to commend everybody on all the events going on. I know people really appreciate it with the weather we're having, so that's all I have.
How old did the Fun Zone turn?
9.
How old did 9? Jeepers. All right, Commissioner Hammer.
I have nothing to report.
Commissioner Hubda.
I have nothing to report.
Well, then I'll have nothing to report as well. Sounds good. Entertain a motion to end this thing.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, let's go to the foundation meeting. Any personal appearances for the foundation meeting? Which I don't have. Let me go down to it. Oh, thanks. Seeing none, we'll go to the meeting minutes from the January 21st Park Foundation meeting. Are the wishes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All right, motion and a second. Any discussion on the minutes? Any discussion on the minutes? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We've got bills for $360,816.34. Ackerman, Rolack, and Mowbray.
I'll make the motion to approve the bills as presented.
Got a motion?
Second.
And a second. Discussion? Is there just the normal pass-throughs that we've been having for the zoo project? All right. Any discussion or questions? All right, you can call the roll, Colin.
Hubda.
Yes.
Hammer.
Yes.
Kirkhammer. Schmidt.
Yes.
Olson.
Yes. Callan, any comments on the financials?
No, I have nothing to add.
Questions on it, guys and gal?
Chris, I have a quick question. So we had some contributions into our investment account from was there some from the park district or no? What was I seeing?
There was potentially some from the park district that had been collected through our point of sale system for like contributions to the Shields complex or something like that, that they come into the park district and then they just get passed on to the foundation.
Gotcha. Okay. That's probably that's what it is. Okay, that's all I had.
All right, I see no new business, no other business. This could go down as one of the shortest meetings of all time for the Maya Park District. Oh, wait.
Unofficial, so after the meeting adjourns.
Oh, okay. Look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.